The world is full of borders, lines on a map etched in concrete or patrolled with guns and suspicion. But some borders hold a different kind of weight. They whisper tales of division, of secrets kept and lives lived in the shadows. The border between North Korea and China is one such place. I'm drawn to these edges, to the places where cultures collide and stories remain untold. Places like Dandong, China, a city perched on the edge of the Yalu River staring across at the enigmatic DPRK. It's a place where you can feel the weight of history, the tension of a divided peninsula. But it's also a place where life, in all its messy, resilient glory, finds a way. Join me as we venture to this liminal zone, where the known meets the unknown, and peek behind the curtain of the world's most secretive state. Dandong hums with a frenetic energy, a chaotic symphony of commerce and curiosity. The air crackles with the sounds of vendors hawking their wares, trucks rumbling towards the border, and tourists snapping photos of the skyline across the river. This is China's gateway to North Korea, a place where the entrepreneurial spirit of the Middle Kingdom brushes up against the impenetrable facade of the Hermit Kingdom. Towering above it all is the broken bridge, a stark reminder of the Korean War. Its mangled steel frame jutting out over the Yalu stands as a monument to a conflict frozen in time. The Chinese side of the Yalu is a riot of color and noise. Restaurants overflow with steaming plates of noodles and dumplings. Beer flows freely, and laughter spills out onto the streets. But across the river, a different story unfolds. The Yalu River flows like a dark ribbon separating two worlds. This river, a natural boundary, has witnessed decades of tension and conflict, serving as a silent observer to the unfolding history on its banks. On the North Korean side, the city of Sinuiju rises, a stark contrast to the bustling energy of Dandong. The differences are not just in the architecture but in the very essence of life that flows through these cities. High-rise buildings, devoid of the neon glow of their Chinese counterparts, stand like concrete sentinels. These structures, austere and imposing, reflect the rigid control and isolation that define North Korean society. Here, the legacy of the Korean War casts a long shadow. Monuments and statues stand as solemn reminders of a conflict that shaped the destiny of a nation. The conflict, never officially ended, hangs heavy in the air. The armistice, a mere pause in hostilities, leaves a lingering sense of unease and unresolved tension. Locals still speak of the war, their voices hushed, their memories tinged with both pride and pain. The stories passed down through generations keep the past alive, a constant reminder of the sacrifices made. Across the river, in Dandong, elderly Chinese men gather, their faces etched with the memories of battles fought and comrades lost. Their gatherings are a testament to the shared history and the enduring bonds forged in the crucible of war. They point across the water, sharing stories of a time when the Yalu ran red with blood. These tales, filled with both sorrow and heroism, bridge the gap between past and present. The broken bridge, severed by American bombs in 1953, serves as a constant reminder of the divisions that persist. This structure, now a relic, symbolizes the enduring scars of war. It's a physical manifestation of the ideological chasm that separates North Korea from the rest of the world. The bridge, once a link between two lands, now stands as a poignant symbol of separation and the enduring quest for reconciliation. In North Pyongan, life unfolds at a different pace. The streets are eerily quiet, devoid of the usual cacophony of a city. People move with a certain reserved efficiency, their faces betraying little emotion. The weight of surveillance is palpable. Portraits of the Kim dynasty gaze down from every building, their eyes following your every move. The omnipresent presence of the Workers' Party of Korea is a constant reminder that this is a land where dissent is not tolerated. Locals speak in hushed tones, careful not to utter anything that could be construed as critical of the regime. Their lives are governed by a complex web of rules and regulations designed to maintain order and control. Food is rationed, electricity is scarce, and access to information is tightly controlled. Yet, amidst these hardships, the human spirit flickers. Children play in the streets, their laughter a brief respite from the pervasive tension. Section 5. Resilience and Resourcefulness. Stories from the Hermit Kingdom. Despite the challenges they face, the people of North Korea are nothing if not resilient. They have learned to adapt and improvise, creating their own microeconomies and support systems. Farmers tend to their small plots of land, supplementing their meager rations with whatever they can grow. Women gather in marketplaces selling homemade goods and bartering for essential items. There's a quiet dignity in their struggle, a determination to make the best of a difficult situation. They cling to their traditions, their families, and their sense of national identity. In the evenings, families gather in their small apartments, sharing stories and finding solace in each other's company. The bonds of family are strong here, providing a much-needed anchor in a world of uncertainty. Section 6. A bridge to nowhere, tourism, trade, and shifting sands. The relationship between China and North Korea is a complex one. China is North Korea's closest ally, its economic lifeline, and its protector on the world stage. But it's a relationship fraught with tension, mistrust, and competing interests. For China, North Korea is both a buffer state and a potential liability. The flow of refugees across the border, should the regime collapse, would be a logistical and economic nightmare. The recent completion of a new bridge across the Yalu, connecting Dandong to Sinuiju, highlights the delicate balance China seeks to maintain. The bridge is intended to boost trade and tourism, injecting much-needed hard currency into the North Korean economy. But it remains to be seen whether this bridge will truly lead to greater openness, or simply serve as another conduit for Chinese influence. Section 7. The Dragon and the Hermit, a complex dance of dependence. The economic disparities between China and North Korea are stark. Dandong thrives on trade and tourism, its streets buzzing with activity. Sinuiju, on the other hand, feels strangely subdued, its economy hamstrung by sanctions and mismanagement. Chinese goods flood into North Korea, from food and clothing to electronics and construction materials. North Korea, in turn, exports coal, seafood, and textiles. Though the volume of trade has dwindled in recent years, the relationship is one of dependence, with North Korea reliant on China for its economic survival. This dependence gives China considerable leverage, which it uses to exert influence over its smaller neighbor. However, China is also wary of pushing North Korea too far, fearing that instability could spill over the border. It's a delicate balancing act, one that China has navigated with a mix of pragmatism and caution. Section 8. Beyond the Barbed Wire. A Shared History, Uncertain Future. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the Yalu River, I can't help but feel a sense of melancholy. This river, a natural boundary, has witnessed countless stories of separation and longing. The golden hues of the setting sun reflect the bittersweet memories of a divided land. The border between North Korea and China is more than just a physical divide. It represents a chasm of ideologies, histories, and futures. This line, drawn on maps, has real implications for the lives of those who reside near it. It's a scar on the landscape, a testament to the enduring legacy of the Cold War. The remnants of past conflicts still linger, casting long shadows over the present and future. The people who live on either side of this border share a common history, a common language, and a common culture. Their daily lives, though separated by a river, are intertwined in ways that transcend political boundaries. Yet, they are separated by forces beyond their control. The barbed wire stands as a stark reminder of the geopolitical tensions that dictate their lives. The future of the Korean peninsula remains uncertain. The dreams of reunification are often overshadowed by the harsh realities of political strife and international diplomacy. Will the two Koreas one day be reunited? Will the shared dreams of families and friends separated by decades finally come to fruition? Will North Korea open up to the world? Will it embrace change and step into a new era of openness and cooperation? Or will it remain isolated, a relic of a bygone era? Only time will tell. The answers to these questions are as elusive as the shadows cast by the setting sun. But one thing is certain. The stories of the people who live on this border, their hopes, their dreams, and their struggles deserve to be heard. Their voices, often drowned out by the noise of politics, are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Section 9. Final Thoughts. The enduring allure of the unknown. There's a certain allure to places like the North Korea-China border. These regions, often overlooked and shrouded in secrecy, hold a magnetic pull for the curious and the adventurous. They represent the fringes of our understanding, the edges of our maps, where the known world meets the unknown. Places that exist on the periphery, shrouded in mystery and intrigue. They are the liminal spaces where history, politics, and human stories intertwine in complex and often unfathomable ways. The fog that covers these areas is not just a physical phenomenon but a metaphor for the obscured truths and hidden narratives that lie beneath. Places that remind us that there are still corners of the world left unexplored, stories left untold. These untouched landscapes serve as a testament to the enduring mystery of our planet, a reminder that despite our technological advancements, there are still places that resist easy understanding and categorization. My journey to Dandong, and my glimpse into the lives of those living in the shadow of North Korea, has left an indelible mark on my soul. The city, with its unique position on the border, offers a rare window into a world that is both familiar and foreign, a place where the past and present collide in fascinating ways. It's a reminder that even in our increasingly interconnected world, there are still places where the human spirit is tested in ways we can only imagine. The resilience and adaptability of the people living in these border regions are a testament to the strength of the human spirit, a strength forged in the crucible of adversity and uncertainty. As I leave this borderland behind, I carry with me a profound sense of gratitude for the resilience of the human spirit and a renewed appreciation for the fragility of peace. The sunset over the borderland is a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of time and the enduring quest for understanding and connection. The border between North Korea and China may be one of the most heavily guarded in the world, but it's also a powerful reminder that the human desire for connection, for understanding, and for a better future knows no bounds. Despite the barriers and the guards, the spirit of humanity finds ways to reach across divides, to seek out common ground, and to dream of a world where borders are not barriers, but bridges to new possibilities.